Good morning, children. Welcome to online class. So far I have started with the physics lesson, that is sound. In the last video we have learnt about how sound is produced. Okay, and sound is produced by vibration of the body also. And I told you all that all the sounds are not same. Some are very pleasant, some are very melodious, some are very harsh, which we cannot bear that sound for long time. We cannot hear that sound also for long time. So there are some variations of the sounds. Okay, many examples are there for vibration of body where sound is produced, like musical instruments, tabla, veena, sitara, and your school bell also comes in this. When the tabla is beaten, the upper layer shows some vibration, and through that vibration sound is produced. I hope you have seen tabla beating, and most of the children are very familiar because we have music period also in our school. So most of the children have seen that when you struck the tabla and all, the upper membrane, what that is called as, it is vibrated and the sound is produced. Okay, and even the same thing happens in the veena and sitara. I hope you have seen these instruments, children. Veena and sitara, where the strings are attached to the instrument. When these strings are plucked, okay, so they vibrate and sound is produced. And even flute also, I hope you have seen the flute, kolalu. Okay, and many holes will be there on the flute. So by closing one and by with the fingers, they play the music with the flute. Okay, so those holes are called as columns. Those are called as columns. So that is also one thing. So these all we have studied, and I showed the slide also, that many instruments which produces the sounds and all. So in this video I am going to explain how the sound is produced by human, and what is the source of the sound, and which part is vibrate, and how the sound is produced. And means we know that sound is produced by vibration of the body, isn't it? So when we are producing some sound, means so one part of the body must be vibrating in our body, isn't it? So like that, which part of the body is vibrating to produce the sound? So we are going to study in this video. So here when you speak loudly or sing a song or whatever the sound you do, okay, you see some vibrations, just hold your hand on the throat and speak and say something. At least you do some sound like like that. So you can see that, you can feel that vibration on the throat. I hope you have done this. So, and you can see that some bones like structure there, that is nothing but the cartilage, soft bone which is present there. So in human the sound is produced by the voice box, or it is called as a larynx. Okay, air passes through the nose. Okay children, air passes through the nose, through the nasal cavities. Okay, and air passes through the from there again it passes through windpipe. Through this pipe air goes to lungs, either left, right. Okay, it passes to the lungs. So from there we are talking about the production of sound now. Okay, sound produces the part connected to the respiratory tract. Okay, now that part is connected to the respiratory tract. Here this particular pipe is called larynx. That is nothing but the voice box, what I told you. That is nothing but the voice box or the larynx. Just put your fingers on the throat and you can find some hard bump that seems to move when you swallow. Okay, so this part of the body is known as the voice box. It is at the upper end of the windpipe. Okay, vocal cords are attached to the muscles, children. But in human voice, there are variations also. Okay, because all the voices are not same. See, the small children voice, it will be different. When they grow up little bit bigger, again the voice will be changed. See yourself only, when you will be in the primary classes, your voice was so soft. Now it has changed. And variations in man voice as well as human as well as small children. Okay, there are two vocal cords, children, which are stretched across the voice box or the larynx in such a way that it leaves a narrow slit between them for the passage of air. Means air should pass through that slit. So they have left some narrow slit. Slit is nothing but the gap between the two vocal cords. Okay, when the lungs force air through the slit, through that space where the space is left between the two vocal cords, the vocal cords vibrate. The vocal cords vibrate, producing some sound. So muscles attached to the vocal cords can make the cords tight or loose. So when the vocal cords are tight and thin, the type of quality of voice is different from when they are loose. So vice versa. So this is how the sound is produced. And there is difference between the sound of man and woman. I told you there are some variation because there is difference in length of vocal cords, children. There is a difference in length of vocal cords. In men, vocal cords length is 20 millimeter, children, 20 millimeter. But as well as in in human and small children, women and small children, it is very short, that is only 5 millimeters. So this makes the difference, and this difference will make the variations in the sound. Like you can hear from anywhere, if any gents are calling, you can recognize that somebody gents male person is calling you all. And if any lady is calling, means you will recognize that lady is calling, it's not a man's voice, it is a lady voice. So like that we can differ them, the voice of the man and a woman. If the small children also calls you, you can identify any small children is calling me, like that. So there are some difference. Why the difference is that because of the length of the vocal cords are different from man and woman and small children. So this is the reason why the variations in the voice. Okay, so male voice is high, little bit high, and the female voice is soft and low. Okay, by exhaling the air we make vocal cord to vibrate. So this is how the sound is produced in human, isn't it, children? How when we breathe, the air passes through the nasal cavity. Okay, through that nasal cavities, the air passes through the windpipe to the lungs. From there again it is that lung tract. Okay, that tract is attached to the respiratory tract also. So there the vibration will be occurred. Through that vibration the sound is produced. Okay, children, this is how the sound is produced. Okay, one activity I am going to tell you all. I hope you have all textbooks. You can see that activity 9.6. Take two rubber strips of the same size. Place these two pieces one above the other and stretch them tightly. Now blow air through the gap between them. Okay, as the air blows through the stretched rubber strips, a sound is produced. You can also take a piece of paper with a narrow slit and hold it between your fingers. You can see the picture also in the textbook, children. So now blow through the slit and listen to the sound. So our vocal cords produces sound in the similar manner. This is how the vocal cords work in our body. Okay, vocal cords in men are about 20 millimeter and in women are about 15 millimeter long. Okay, children. So children have very short vocal cords. This is the reason why the voices of men, women and children are different. Okay, children. So this is all about how the sound is produced in human. Okay, the next video will start with the another topic. So I hope you have understood this topic. So SA1 exams are coming near, so please prepare yourself for the exams and try to attend the Microsoft team class. Most of the children are not attending still. Okay, so please attend it. We are doing some revisions there, all the lessons revision. So daily one lesson I am doing the revision. So please don't miss and join the class. Thank you, children.